Yeah, perfect.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah.
Everything good? My voice is a little bit muffled, but
Wait, hello? Let me try.
my voice is a little bit muffled,
Yeah, it should be fine.
but and we are live after
Sorry.
all right. We're live with this phone game, which is something that I barely do. It's called Mystery Rooms, and I have no idea what to expect other than mystery stuff.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, like, because Layton, Professor Layton, is like a famous show or something. Not 100% sure. It's been a while. But yeah.
Alright, okay, let's start with this. Start investigating this file of this, sure. Alright. Freshly baked, let's go. Let's start. They forgot to add like a space here. It's start a new case.
Wait, can I make this freaky?
Huh?
Can I make that freaky?
No.
No?
No. Why? Alright. Uh, 4 years on and skillet smarts. The heavens opened that light, and the brain, the fateful night when I lost my way, when he killed me. Okay, that's just. Detective Constable Baker, are you paying attention?
Uh,
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Okay. Sorry, Deputy Commissioner. All this sunshine must be good omen for my first date, don't you think?
It makes no difference to anything. Maybe if you'd seen a lucky red bat. Anyway, look, don't forget you've been assigned to what you can only be described as a big office. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's closed down tomorrow, quite frankly.
Aye, but it's where all the other cases that no one else can solve get sent, isn't it? That's where the real stinkers get cracked. Oh, you have a British accent.
Quite so, Detective Constable Baker. Don't let Deputy Commissioner Jack, oh, he's Asian, holy put you off. I'm sure you'll do very well there.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Huh. You'll have to work very hard. I don't know what voice I'm doing, but anyway, I'll just to prove yourself, Baker. Considering your performance up to now.
Now, I know I did particularly badly in my exams, but that's just because I had bad Balti the night before.
Ho ho ho! Don't worry, DC Baker. I've put you with a very special inspector. He won't let you put a foot wrong. And there's not an officer in the force who can match his powers of deduction.
Really? I'll be working with someone that good, eh?
Oh yes, he's exceptional. In fact, I doubt there's a mystery he couldn't solve if he's put his mind to it.
That's grand. I'll get cracking then and introduce myself right away.
Are you sure about that, Commissioner? He's so unstable. You could be putting her in danger.
We just have to have faith.
I like his voice.
For all his faults, I still believe in Alfandi Layton.
Okay. Alfandi Layton.
Close.
I didn't know it was that easy to close cases. Alright, let's go for Alfandi Layton.
I'm dead sorry I'm late. I'm the new... Oh, where's everyone? Well, seeing as I've got the place to myself, I might as well have a practice. The true culprit of this crime, it's you!
An unlikely deduction, I must say.
No, I'm...
Who are you?
I'm Lucy, and Vicar, Lucy Vicar. I've just been assigned to this office.
Ah, yes. I do seem to recall reading some memo about a new assistant the other day.
That's me. Pleased to meet you. I don't think I caught your name.
Oh yeah, sorry. I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I am Alfandi Layton, Inspector Layton around here. But please don't feel obliged to stick to formalities when you address me.
Oh, well then, seeing as you'll be showing me the ropes and whatnot, how about I call you Prof?
I'm not entirely sure that's appropriate. Certainly my father, who was an actual university professor, would not approve.
Well, you did say there's no need to stick to formalities, didn't you? Prof it is, then.
Just bear in mind that I haven't yet decided if this will be a permanent position for you or not.
Eh?
A rather interesting new case has just cropped up. It happens. The perfect opportunity to prove yourself. I swear, the case got closed, and that's how I got started working with the prof. The first case were at a hotel in a popular seaside town. A young lass were killed out of the balcony. Very
Yeah.
There were three suspects.
Who you think did it?
Obviously, the redhead. I thought the lot of them were dead sus, to be honest.
Dead sus.
Who know who done it from the start, and that the key to solving the whole thing were in
Wait,
that sandwich.
sorry, that was supposed to be me.
Yeah.
That was my voice.
Hey, you should do it. The ham sandwich. Let me talk you through the case. It happened just a few days ago at a hotel in a very busy holiday resort.
That's a swanky looking place.
Yes, it's a 5-star hotel with a wonderful sea view. Unfortunately for this occasion, it was also a scene of a murder. A murder.
Oh, a murder, eh? She's Canadian.
Yes, the victim was a woman by the name of Sandy Aldrich. Read.
Oh, Sandy Aldrich, victim, 23 years old female, murdered while on holiday with lover, a well-off and well-to-do young woman with immaculate appearance, belied to checkered history with the opposite sex.
23-year-old kid getting. Though she has stayed at the hotel alone on several prior occasions, this time she was with her lover. On the afternoon in question, Miss Aldridge contacted room service to order a sandwich. It was the bellboy, Mr. Zach Carey.
It's like
Carrier.
Yeah, because he carried the sandwich.
Yeah. He's a carrier. He's true to his passion and works. I think it's a family business or something. Who brought the order to the room? He's the first suspect. At Miss Aldrich's request, he took it
Miss
out.
Saldwich?
Oh yeah, it's M. Salvage.
Yeah.
Yeah, M. Salvage. Could it be that it's
Everything's a pun.
yeah. He took it out to her on the terrace. After Carrier left the room, a man claiming to be Miss Aldrich's lover turned up. Claiming to be. Oh yeah, that was even I was claiming to be. Yes, this is where it gets a little complicated. You see, the man who turned up at the hotel that day stubbornly refuses to identify himself.
Sounds pretty guilty if you ask me.
He let himself in using a key card that she'd sent him.
So he never saw or spoke to the victim in the room then?
If you believe his statement, yes, that's what he's saying.
I don't know. Withholding his identity? That's dead fishy.
Yes, anyway, let me tell you the rest. The supposed lover of Aldrich's put the "please make up my room" sign on the door handle as he left. That brings us to the next suspect, a hotel cleaner who saw the sign and went in to clean the room. His name is Vera Wiposki.
I tried to think of if her name was a pun.
Yeah, she started to clean the room as normal. At some point, she drew the closed curtain back and noticed that Aldrich was outside on the terrace. Seeing her slumped over the table, it seemed Wiposki thought that Aldrich was fallen asleep. But sadly, that wasn't the case. She'd been strangled to death.
Wait, pause. Wait, sorry. No, I forgot the guy's name. The lover's name. Do we have the lover's name?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I'm just thinking maybe she did it because maybe her name is a pun. We just haven't, like, it's a clue. Like, we just haven't figured it out yet.
And she lay there with one hand inside the sandwich she'd ordered.
A ham sandwich?
Yes, Aldrich's hand was sandwiched between the two slices of bread along with the other fillings. Okay.
Whatever could that mean?
If you manage to work that out, you'll pass my test.
Oh, well then I'll do my best.
Good, right. Well, let's see what we have on the suspect so far.
Okay, I'm all ears.
As I've said, we are looking at three possible suspects. Firstly, the mystery man who claims to have been the victim's lover.
Yep, no ID, but claims to be the victim's lover. A man present at the hotel on the day of the murder. He says that he's Aldrich's lover, but that remains to be proved. Rude, but well presented.
He does admit to have been in room at around the time of the murder. However, he claims he never saw or spoke to her.
So, do you think she were somewhere else then?
Either that or she was on the terrace and he secretly doesn't know this. It seems the curtains were closed when he came into the room. I've already confirmed that it's impossible to see anything on the terrace with the curtains shut.
Still, you'd think he'd figured it out. I mean, you know, wouldn't you? If you were lovers. And he won't tell us his name. Like, come on. Do we really have to look any further? It was him.
Let's just move on to the next suspect, shall we? Before making any rash judgments. So the bellboy, Zach Carrier, he's the one who brought the sandwich the victim had ordered to her room.
Zach Carrier, a bellboy at the hotel, an efficient and diligent worker, well trusted by his employers. In truth, he is a clean freak and a narcissist who spent hours in front of the mirror.
French.
So this Carrier fellow, he saw Aldrich when she was alive, didn't he?
If you believe his statement, then yes, he's the last person to have seen the victim alive.
I'd say that's worth double checking then, eh?
She's Canadian. She's so Canadian. Finally, the last suspect is the cleaner, Vera Wiposki.
a cleaner at the hotel cleaner, and mother of 10
Holy shit.
kids.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
What
I
do
was
you think?
thinking one kid, like that's 10-year-old.
Mother of 10. Like,
Yeah. Considered by all who know her an absolute rock. However, she worries that her husband may have an affair while working away. Oh,
Could it be? No.
not her.
No. The man, the mystery man, is someone with Bosky.
Ah. Okay, continue.
She saw the service request sign on the door and entered the room to clean it. Then discovered the body.
The one who discovered the body, eh? Fishy.
And that's everyone who's under suspicion. That's I found. The most intriguing thing about this case, of course, is why Alvich's hand ended up in her sandwich.
Oh, hey, that Sarni a right brain. That Sarni's a right brain teaser, and no mistake.
Obviously, it couldn't have just happened by chance. It clearly has some meaning.
Okay, I follow you. I'll be sure to have a good look at the sandwich.
So, now you have all the information. Who could you think the culprit is?
Just off the top of my head, you mean? Hadn't I better take a look at the crime scene and all that stuff first?
The crime scene is available for your inspection just over there.
Over there? How do you mean?
Have a look. Obviously, he basically killed the person.
The culprit is you.
Yeah.
Bag, Prof, what's this?
What kind of Canadian slang is that? This is the reconstruction device. It faithfully reproduces any crime scene right down to the minute. It completely eliminates any need to leave the office and travel to the real scene of the crime.
I had no idea modern policing were so advanced.
Well, actually, you won't find a machine like this anywhere else. It's one of a kind. So, shall we get down to the actual investigate business now? I'm expecting a visitor soon, so I'll limit you to 5 minutes, I think.
What? Just 5 minutes?
Don't worry, Lucy. I'm well aware it's hard for you to determine the culprit based on your current knowledge of the case. Why don't you tell me what your gut instinct is, first of all? Who do you feel the criminal is? Listening to your hunches, it is a vital part of the process. After that, we'll start making some deductions.
Understood, Prof. To rotate the view.
Tap and slide. Okay.
Slide with 2 fingers. We want to move around the point. You can zoom in particular by tapping.
Okay, when you're ready.
Name the culprit on the top right. Okay. 7 minutes remaining.
You zoom in.
Top.
Okay.
Oh, so let's start looking around. There's a white marker on everything you can examine. Tap the marker to enter new information into the evidence. Okay. I think you need to examine everything.
Yeah. Once you've examined everything with a white marker, you'll see a tick in that area on your own. By sliding the camera at the okay. When you want to get a sign zoom out, okay.
So let's look at the corpse.
Sandwich.
Oh, okay. An extremely full double fish sandwich, one of the hotel's popular specialties. Not a single bite has been taken out of it, however. The dead body of Sandy Aldrich. The cause of death is posterior
She's literally sandwich. She's literally sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S like S sandwich.
No.
S.
SANDWICH sandwich. Okay, we know that.
Okay. The cause of death is posterior strangulation with a long, thin, strap-like object. So she was strangled. Fried fish. A breaded and fried fillet of white fish that's covered in pickle juice, originally part of the sandwich, but removed for some unknown reason.
Okay.
Tropical fruit juice. A glass of juice made from a bountiful assortment of tropical fruits. There's no indication that Aldrich drank from it. The bellboy's fingerprint on the glass. Round table made of wood, though simple, it's made well in Surrey. Zoom in. Oh, receipt. Okay. A copy of the receipt for the sandwich and juice. It is signed Bosco Phelps, but the handwriting is Aldrich. I almost said sandwiches. Zoom out? Yeah. Then you finish that. Potted plant. A potted plant, something of the Mediterranean field. A few leaves are wilting. Tie. Oh, the murder weapon?
Yeah.
A high quality tie made of silk. It's crumbled, creased, showing sign of having been pulled very tightly. Yeah, murder weapon.
Yeah, murder weapon.
And zoom out. Okay. Deck chair. The deck chair designed for lounging in the sunshine. It reclines and it's fully something.
Yeah.
French window. A large full-height window that offers an uninterrupted view of the coastline. It was unlocked at the time and has Ulrich and Carrier's and Bufalski's prints on it.
Okay, so not the third persons.
Yeah, not the guy. Curtains. Blackout curtain that block out all daylight when they are closed. It's impossible to see through. Okay, that's everything?
Yeah.
So who do you think did it?
I'm just looking around to see. I'd like to see the case files. You can check through the case files you've completed the case thus far. If you ever get stuck, my advice is to come here and go back over the information you gathered. I want to see people. Yeah, I think it's this guy.
You think it's this guy?
Yeah,
What?
the red tie.
No, but he left his red tie there though. So he wouldn't have that red tie, no? Wait, just click through the things. Yeah. Okay, it's hers.
Yeah.
What about like the bellboy, right? What if he originally had a tie and then he took it off?
I don't think his suit would have him have a tie.
Statement. Yes, I went to a room, but I had no idea Sandy was out on the terrace. How could I? The curtains were drawn shut. Actually, when I entered the room, there was a strong smell of scent. It wasn't Sandy's perfume, but it was the aftershave of that bellboy I passed the courier brought. I left the room and hung the makeup in my room. It was absolutely pixie in there. Mademoiselle Aldrich was called room service. She wanted to eat out on the terrace, so I took her food into the table there and immediately left the room. While I was delivering her order, we spoke. She shared my passion for crime fiction. She had a lively conversation on the topic. Live fiction. A crime fiction. I have the master key. I'm just reading the red thing. Yeah, she was dead. Okay, who do you think it is?
I still think it's the
guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, I think he's too sus. Like, game-wise, I think he's too sus. Right? Cause like, we don't know his name, and he claims. Let's read it.
Tap on one photo on screen and you can enlarge the size.
Yeah, let's just see all the pictures. These are drawings. Like, how would they actually have a photo of these?
No, he is wearing tie.
Yeah, at that moment. Okay, sure. Name the culprit. He's definitely like very fast because we don't know his name.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like it's not him. Because just simply the fact that he's the lover and like it's very stereotypical for the lover to be.
I think he was there.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
he's
his name. No, but the handwriting is Outwitch. So maybe she signed his name. Which I think makes sense.
Okay.
Because they're lovers, right? Sure. Name him. Because like we have no reason to suss the other two.
Yeah, as of now.
That's him.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be right yet, I don't think.
I see. And
your
what's your reasoning?
Oh, sorry. Well, the fellow won't even tell us his name, for goodness sake. That's dead sus. I mean, what else isn't he telling us, eh?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, clearly there's more to this man, whoever he is, than meets the eye. But that alone isn't enough to prove anything.
No, I suppose not. Do you have a better idea then, Prof? Do you think you know who did it?
Oh, yes, certainly. According to my deduction, I am. Holy shit. 97.6% sure of the killer's identity.
You only work to one decimal place? I'm shocked. Why not go for
Yes.
2?
The fact is, this is an unusually simple case. I have been able to ascertain almost exactly what happened on the day of the incident. Nevertheless, there is a 2.4% window of uncertainty which cannot be ignored.
Because of that helpful fellow that won't tell us his name, isn't it? Is it?
Naturally, that's one area of uncertainty, yes.
So it were the nameless wonder after all, eh? There have been alarm bells ringing in my head ever since you said you were claiming to be the last boyfriend. Aye, this were a crime of passion. Yes, see, she still has a tie.
Yeah. What? Who said anything about a crime of passion?
Come again, what fool? He just attacked that. Ah, it's him, the killer.
Killer? You better not be calling me killer, lady.
Her reaction is just like, oh my god, that's the killer.
I don't know. Sorry, Lucy. I neglected to tell you. I was interviewing this man earlier.
Oh, right.
What's your problem with me, huh? What have I done wrong?
Well, oh, that's right. We don't even know her name. Withholding information, that's what you've done wrong. You've done something you want to hide.
If you haven't got the brains to see why I'm doing this, I feel sorry for ya. I pity the fool.
Yeah. He's like attacking you with words, I think.
Now let's all try to remain calm, shall we? This is all conjecture. No one's making any accusations. Perhaps if you could explain why you feel the need to withhold your identity. Okay, sure. I refuse to tell you who I am, but I swear I've done absolutely nothing to break the law. I can't have my name printed in connections to this kind of thing. I've got my business to think about. I see. So you run a business. I might do. And you're worried about possibly bad publicity in your reveal your identity, is that right? You got it in one, officer.
Here's tiny man.
Yeah. Look, I've told you everything I know about what happened that day, where I was, who I was. Until my lawyer turns up, I'm not obliged to tell you anything more. I see. That's fine. We do understand. You're free to go then.
You're just gonna let him waltz out of here?
Yes. We have another appointment now anyway. What is that smell? It's that aftershave again. I don't know why you're making such a fuss about me. Haven't you got the guy who did it already? Actually, we have yet to make a firm decision on that. But I'm good to go, right?
Don't go too far. Not until we got this mess sorted.
I won't try to run, if that's what you mean. Once my lawyer's on hand, I'll answer all your questions.
Oh, he's so full of himself. I'm gonna find Summit on you. Mark my words.
Well, first we have another interview to conduct with someone else. I believe he's already waiting outside.
Okay, bye.
Mr. Zach Carrier, isn't it?
Me? Oh. Oui, that's my name. May I ask what all this is in aid of?
I don't think French people they have that heavy voices. You can
Oui, that's my
lighter. Go higher.
No.
Higher.
No.
Higher than your usual voice.
Wee! That's my name, Mickey Mouse. My name's Mario.
I said Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
As the last person to have seen the victim alive, we were hoping you'd be able to assist us with our inquiries.
Inquiries?
Yes, we're investigating the young woman's death and we'd like you to fill in a few gaps for us.
Oui, bon. If this is all you're asking, I'm happy to try to help you.
The game's fun.
What?
Game's funny, like...
As it happens, I'm a great fan of crime fiction. I have many things to say about this case, Inspector. Well, we're looking forward to hearing your opinions, Mr. Carrier. Par example, something Vera, the cleaner, told me is very strange. Sorry, I'm going more.
Yeah, that's good, it's good.
It is about the sandwich. Oh, aye, this hand sandwich, eh? There's a piece of fried fish just next to it that caught my eye. Very sus, if you ask me. Hey, you've noticed. Bravo, mademoiselle. You are a detective par excellence.
Sorry to disturb your Agatha Christie convention, but I'd like to start investigating the corpse. If we can establish how Mr. Aldrich died, we may learn something about the sandwich mystery in the process.
Of course, this is elementary detective work, n'est-ce pas, Inspector? Grand idea, Prof.
So Lucy, let's get this investigation underway.
Right you are.
So we are now, the French guy is helping us?
Yeah, we're doing with the French guy, I think. Like, in front of the French guy. What's all this, then?
These are the issues we need to resolve in order to discover the truth behind this scene.
Yeah, why couldn't we do this ourselves? Like, why do we need the bellboy?
I don't know. Pick whichever one you think you'd like to tackle and we'll start investigating it.
Right you are, Prof. There's only corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, corpse or cold bread, I think.
Huh?
So you can pick one of the two.
Okay. These memos list that is fluid.
Self-suspect, the crime scene. Oh, I love the crime scene stuff.
If you just need to do some more general investigation topic, I'm free in the bottom of it. Let's do corpse. First examine the body and we'll see if we can establish a cause of death.
I'll get on it right away.
Start investigation. Yes. If you want to tackle something different instead, tab the deduction at the bottom left.
I love the crime scene stuff. Okay. Examine evidence relevant to what you're investigating, which is guidebox. Okay, now investigate the body. So this is Miss Aldwich's body.
It looks like posterior strangulation. You're familiar with the terminology, are you, Lucy? You know what posterior strangulation is?
What is posterior strangulation?
Tavern. I think.
It's throttling.
Yeah, I think it's Scotland.
Yeah, because it's not squeezing someone's bottom, it's not stabbing from behind, and it's not thumping from behind. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, posterior strangulations means someone wrung her neck from behind.
Precisely. That was an easy one. Sadly, not all other problems we tackled here have such simple answers.
No, sure.
If you're ever up against a brick wall, you might appreciate a hint or two about the evidence. Just tap the hint. Sure, I know, don't advertise it.
Okay, thanks for that, Prof. Menu fact finding and then type the hint icon. Got it. What about the murder weapon? Have you already located it? Oh.
Oh, sorry, Miss Carrier. You weren't supposed to be here. You just like scooch out. Who let you enter this?
No, he had an appointment with him.
I know, but like, bro, like this crime scene simulator had like a different room to go in. Like who the fuck let you in?
Yeah. Like, why did you follow us?
Yes, according to report, they did find a murder weapon at a scene. Let's see if you can uncover it too. Shall we go see the murder weapon?
We already got it.
Yeah. It's a lot of talking. Yeah. An examination of the body shows that Aldrich was strangled with a long, thin strap-like item. The murder weapon should be on the scene somewhere, so that's what you're looking for.
I'll find it, Prof. We already know where it is. I found a tie. Here, look.
What is this hard?
It's like their innocence, I guess, or like they're guilty. Wait, no, they're innocent. Like you're attacking it, right?
Okay.
And if it cracks, then you reveal like their true selves, I think.
Oh, okay. Yes, which would be consistent with the marks left on Miss Aldrich's neck.
So this is it then, eh? We found the murder weapon. That cravat. Oh, do you know something about this tie, Miss Kay? Oui, it's the cravat of the lover of Mademoiselle Aldrich. I believe his name is Monsieur Felt. Oui, Bosco Felt. But you know his name? Oui, I was something of a confidant for Mademoiselle Aldrich at times. She told me his violence had become too much in her again on this vacation. The hotel was her refuge. Give over. I apologize for not saying this before, but I'm not comfortable to speak of a private matter of the clientele.
Even though they're dead.
Dead clientele. Now, I wish I had not been so highly principled, and perhaps a life could have been saved. We'll best call Phelps back then, eh, Prof? With this new info.
Perhaps. Let me just mull it over for a while. First, we should tackle this case's biggest mystery.
Oh, the ham sandwich?
Yes.
Oh my god. It's reminding me of the Tony time.
Yeah.
Tony time tattoo.
Tony time.
It's like the ham. Oh no. Yes, I went to the room, but the curtains were drawn shut. Okay. Bosco Phelps.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's updated.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
updating
yes.
the name.
Yeah.
The victim's body was found with her hand thrust among the ingredients of the sandwich she's ordered.
Dead fishy, that. She ordered
Yeah.
fish sandwich.
Exactly. It was like she was trying to get the dead fishy. I'm trying to get my dead fishy leg up.
Wait, this is of vital importance.
Let's examine the sandwich first and foremost. Then we'll try to establish what her hand being inside is telling us.
Imagine just saying no. Do you want to start investigating?
You know what? No, I'm done. I'm done with that, okay?
I'm good. You mentioned sandwich too much. Now I'm hungry. Yep. You seen this?
Yeah.
This is the sarnie in question. With the mademoiselle's aunt inside.
An intriguing scene indeed.
Perhaps there's some kind of dying message, no?
Must-
Sorry, no. As I said in my statement, Mademoiselle Aldrich shared my passion for crime fiction. An idea of a murder victim leaving a dying message would not have been strange to her. You mean like some sort of clue to the killer's identity? Hey, how exciting! Yay!
Like, there's a dead body here, but I'm so excited. A message. That's an interesting idea. I'll just adjust things so you can examine the sandwich in more detail. Excuse me a moment.
Tinkering with my shoe.
Yeah. There. Now you'll be able to a more thorough look at it. So, you are ready to examine the sandwich again? No.
Hey, let's get stuck in. Ooh.
Holy shit.
The victim's left hand placed inside the sandwich with the other fillings. It reeks of pickles. Imagine her dying and then she's putting the pickle on her hands, like one at a time, and then like.
Why did you put like? I think like that's where we should stop the case. There's a hand sandwich with pineapple in it. Pineapple egg pick. What kind of?
Wait, no, maybe the pineapple came from a drink.
Like,
Number of slices of hard-boiled egg. The yolk is for blah blah, yeah. So it's hard-boiled egg.
now let's check pickles.
It's pickles. Smoked salmon. Lettuce. Okay.
So you've had a look over it now.
I have. But what is the reason for Anne to be in the sandwich? I wonder if it's not why her hand's in the sandwich, but where her hand is in there, if you see what I mean. Tres interesante apart from her Anne, and it's a sandwich of pickles, egg.
Yes, but let's take another tack. Can you think of what Miss Aldrich might have been trying to convey in this dying message of hers?
Trying to
What was it?
hairstyle. Name?
How?
Maybe it spells out something.
No. Yeah.
Pickle, egg.
No. Hand? Egg?
No, pickle was on her hand because I made that joke.
No.
So pickle?
Oh yeah, help! No.
Pickle first. Pickle. Pickle's on her hand, remember?
So.
P-H.
Oh, E.
E-A.
L-P.
L.
Yeah. Felt.
Felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the name.
Yeah.
You try to spell Felt's name?
Yeah. And what do you think that?
Yeah, or filling order.
Yeah.
I got it by Heck. Heck? She's spelling out the killer's name with the filling of her sarnie. Sarnie. Of course, the first letter of each of the ingredients. Magnifique. First, we have pickles and a ham, egg, lettuce, pineapple, and finally smoked salmon.
Okay, let me put
Phelps.
that.
Yeah.
It's Phelps, yeah.
So who's dying message is Phelps. Help.
I was like, she's spelling help.
We've never had to read the sarnie before, but this one spells out Phelps. So she was trying to tell us when it was her boyfriend, Bosco Phelps, no question. So, yeah, P.
Oh my god, it's gonna go through the whole name. I'm glad it's just Phelps. Imagine like it's
like
Elizabeth.
L. Oh my god. Yes, I know.
Oh my god.
Even he's so sick of it. I hear you, prof. I did not hear you, prof.
Oh my god.
Okay. It seems that we've identified the killer. Bosco Phelps is guilty of murder. You must arrest this violent criminal at once. Don't you worry.
Well, it seems we've reached a conclusion then. Thank you very much for your assistance, Mr. Carrier.
It was my pleasure. I always wanted to help to see what justice is done. Thank you very much. Do not hesitate to contact me if there's anything else I can do.
I assure you, we'll be in touch.
Okay, now he's way too sus to be the killer.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's too sus. He can't be the killer. That's how mystery works. That's how mystery stuff works.
Oh my god. So your thing is the Carrier.
Probably. Because, like, Phelps is way too fucking sus now. And sus people aren't the killer.
It's the second.
The second
it's
sus.
the sus. You're most middle sus. Have you know that Dwight says that, right?
What? What did he say?
That like I know who the killer is. The killer is always the person who's the most middle sus.
Exactly. Mutut. The mututko. All sorted.
Okay, well, let's just make sure we're on the same wavelength before we move on, shall we? Who do you think killed?
It was Phelps, of course.
Surely we don't actually believe what Carrier said, do you?
What? No.
Oh, because the Carrier is the one who basically like put the hand in and like set up the whole thing.
Yeah. Like if she's dying, she's not gonna go like.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, how can you have pickles over it?
Also, like she was strangled too, so she should probably go like oh.
Yeah.
You couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh my god.
Disappointing, man.
Yeah, we figured it out and we like
You read. I have.
Yeah. Yes, take some time, have another and answer you. Who killed Elwich?
Yes, him. Or her. Like she could have put it in the
Carrier,
end.
weren't it? Yes, it was.
Okay.
No one else could have done it. You only have to look at the heavily contrived dying message.
Oh, he was into crime fiction too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like seems like
Yeah.
the perfect person to set it up.
Yeah.
Bit too good to be true, isn't
You
it?
did realize that, didn't you?
Of course I realize. I'm a detective par excellence. What? What
Okay
do you
then.
do?
Well, let's examine the elaborate dying message a bit more. The so-called dying message that names Phelps as the culprit, it's clearly a fake, concocted by someone who did not know the man very well at all.
Someone like Carrier, you mean?
Yes, there's even evidence on the scene that supports the theory. Yeah. Okay. I suppose you're expecting me to find it, are you?
Oh, sorry, that's mine.
An excellent deduction, Lucy. Go on, do the work. Sure. I know. It's basically she aliased herself as the.
No, but like she could be like signing under his name. Like maybe she's using his card or something. Is it? Oh, it's
Her name
F.
is. Yeah.
His name is F.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're dumb.
Wait, what? Why are we done?
It's FELPS, and we were like PHELPS.
So? The sandwich spelled out PH.
Yeah, so that's not correct. Like he basically
Yeah.
thought.
So yeah, he spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
This is it. This is a receipt that's a dead giveaway. It clearly shows the dying message could not have been left by Aldrich.
That's right. I'm glad you spotted it. Just so we're clear, what is it about the receipt that exploded the dying message as a fake?
Spelling of name.
Yeah.
Yay. The receipt has been signed by Aldrich. She forged her fellow's name and wrote Bosco Phelps. But going with the Sarnie message, it spells PH Phelps.
Yeah.
So he got it wrong.
Precisely. And since the receipt was signed by Aldrich, the man's lover, we can be confident that the correct spelling.
Which proves that the dining message in sandwich.
Yeah, that's right. In the interest of being thorough, we could verify the correct spelling with the man himself. I'm sure if you'll explain what's important, he'll cooperate with you.
Aye, leave it to me, Prof. All done. Yeah, you were right. His name was Bosco Phelps with an F. Once I told him what was going on, he was actually very helpful. Oh, guys, I'm gonna update all of them.
It's gonna update as in.
Yeah.
Oh.
PH2F.
Okay. Good. So our directions were correct.
What's in the back then, eh? It was Zach.
Almost no question, but we've yet to find out something truly defensive evidence.
What we need to focus on now is finding evidence that he was the one who actually killed her.
Evidence that Carrie.
Oh, evidence that Carrie committed the crime. I don't know where to start, really.
Well, the sandwich is the most glaring contender.
Right. If that were to create some that looks like a dying message, wouldn't it?
If you wanted to incriminate Phelps, there is a somewhat more obvious message, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, now that I'm starting to see what you're driving at.
I don't see. Good, the evidence is all right there.
Evidence to show he had to put Aldrich's hand in the sandwich. No, sorry, Prof, you've lost me again.
Okay, well, you've had a look around the crime scene, so let's turn our attention to the statements. Is there a particular statement that makes you stop and think?
Find a statement related to why the victim's hand was sandwiched.
Yes, I wanted to do that.
Just read the red. Smell of scent. Oh! Wait, maybe smell of scent?
Why?
Okay, I think if you scroll more. Oh no, okay. Cause like, it said, remember when we were checking out the hand, it said the hand smells like pickles?
Yeah.
So maybe like, there was a smell of scent that needed to be covered up.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Well, all this talk about perfume and aftershave, that in this statement seems a bit odd to me.
100%. That's it, Lucy.
It is?
I'll explain later. Call carrier back here, would you? Quick, as you can.
Consider it done.
We now have enough evidence to prove Carrier committed the murder. This time, you Kraken. Yeah, that is Kraken.
Ooh.
Conclusion.
Interrogation room. I'm surprised you asked me to come here again. You've arrested Phelps now, I presume. No, we haven't. But Mr. Phelps isn't guilty. It cracked.
Yeah.
Pardon? Mr. Phelps didn't kill Miss Aldrich. No, the real killer is. Imagine we picked like the lady right now.
Like, are you kidding me?
And he's just like, okay, sure. Correct. The real killer is you, Mr. Zack Carrier. Mon Dieu, I can't believe what I'm hearing. You've established that Phelps is a killer, no? Oh, yeah, that's yesterday's news.
He gave us a lot of money and we don't care about anything anymore.
You're the new kid on the block today.
Messaged.
What?
He messaged.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I think he messaged some time ago and we didn't just see you.
You're the new kid on the block today and it's going to stick. Are you out of your mind? The cravat of a lover, the dying message, everything points to Phelps. Hey, everything points to Mr. Phelps because that's how you set it up.
If Mr. Phelps were truly the culprit, surely he would have gone to a greater length to hide the murder weapon. And there's evidence that proves inequivocally that the author of the dying message was not Miss Aldrich.
Impossible. If you have this evidence, show it to me. I do not believe you. Proof that it wasn't Miss Aldrich that created the dying message. The receipt?
Yeah.
This receipt is the proof. It's the receipt of the flippers, no? Exactly. It was I who gave this paper to the women in the first place. What could it possibly prove? Have a look. Okay.
Have a look for yourself. You will notice it's signed Bosco Phelps.
Oui, and? No. Now you've seen it now, haven't you? Phelps is spelled with an F, not a PH.
And the signature was penned by Miss Aldrich.
My oui, in normal circumstances, you are right, of course. But the sandwich was Miss Aldrich's dying message she had created while she was being murdered. In the circumstances, it's no surprise that she made a petite error. She was in a panic.
True, that would make perfect sense. But if Miss Aldrich was in panic, then something else she did doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, what is that?
A certain piece of evidence should make everything clear. Listen, do you know what piece of evidence I'm referring to?
No. The fish?
Yeah, this one. Because it's covered with pickle juice to remove the...
No, but it's a hand. Okay?
Huh?
Her hand is clean. No, just fish with it. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's this piece of fried fish that has the pickle juice on it. that means that it is sandwich. It's in the sandwich originally, either just above or just below the pickles. Oh, because it's spelled in pickle juice. But I'm sure you don't need to point out the first letter fried and fish, do I? Oh, because it's spelled? It would have been like, yeah. So she wouldn't need her hand.
Yeah.
No. Anyone who knew the proper spelling of Phelps wouldn't have taken out the fish finger and stuck in a hand. No, they would just leave. They would just taken out the pickles, leaving Phelps. And look, no hands.
The idea that someone could think to remove some fried fish and put in own hand into the sandwich while being strangled to death is a little bit hard to believe.
Like, imagine being strangled, she gets just like sandwich.
Like, oh, this doesn't smell right. No, the person who created this had plenty of time, but sadly didn't know how the spelling of Phelps.
His heart is almost exploding.
Someone rather like you, an international student who is speaking French and has no first English language.
What?
Like, English is not his first language.
So?
So he was like, it's PH, not FE.
Oh.
Oh, PH.
No. Perhaps it's not Mademoiselle which who left this dying message. But have you nothing to prove it was me who killed her? Nothing.
We have proof. You see, we have to ask ourselves why the cult placed the victim's hand in the sandwich at all.
Mon Dieu, you just told me the creator misspelled dying message, no?
No, that's not it. There was another motive of making sure the victim's hand was in the sandwich, Luffy.
What's that? Here. His eyes is gone.
Yeah.
He wanted to mask the smell of your aftershave that were on Miss Aldridge's hand. Ugh. Miss Phelps.
Mr. Phelps' statement confirming that you frequently wear strong smelling aftershave. While you are throttling her, I bet Miss Aldrich was grabbing at you, getting that scent all over her hand. So you need something to disguise that smell. You put her hand in the sandwich so it would get covered with pickle juice. But you knew that the victim having her hand in the sandwich would raise too many questions. None? I knew there was something.
No, this is your fantasy. You've imagined everything.
We have proof. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Aldrich must have left a mark on you. A wound that she was grabbing at you when the aftershave rubbed off of her hand.
You've no such research to say this. Can you see such a wonder?
Not at the moment, because you're hiding it. You are hiding it!
Neck?
Neck.
Because of the scarf?
Yeah. I do.
Ah! Oh, her ear twitch is so cute.
Oh my god.
It's
on
on
your
your
neck.
It's a normal place for folk who apply aftershave, there and on their wrist.
And I've noticed something about you. The very first time I set eyes on you, the unusual way in which you wear your neckerchief. Granted, it's just a theory, but I'll be willing to bet you're wearing it like a cover-up balloon.
No. This wound is... So you admit it. There's a wound then.
You'll be able to compare the shape of the wound with Miss Alga's finger to ascertain the truth. Unless you'd rather spare yourself the embarrassment and admit it to us now.
Wait, no. It was alright. She used to play. She was
Just 1 month.
Oh, just how much money did you think I had?
All my savings in just 1 month.
Cool.
I think he was gonna like he was presenting her crime fiction to her, but she didn't like it.
Okay. Oh, you were paying her money, were you? You were paying her money.
Our job is done. You see, the case is closed. The lawyer can take over from here.
Good luck to them.
Mystery
Wait,
solved.
he was paying money to her?
Why though?
Mm.
That was the mystery that I wanted to ask. Right?
We cracked it.
Yes. Thanks for all your effort, you put in, Lucy.
And you know, it were not.
It's a rather exciting place to work. Wouldn't you agree?
A bit too exciting.
I was wondering, Lucy, if you'd like to stay on and be my assistant on a more permanent basis.
You mean I passed your little test? Sorry,
What is that,
I'm
French?
stupid.
There's one condition. You have to be willing to learn. I have a lot to teach you.
Oh, always happy to learn me. Thanks very much, Prof.
In that case, for the second time, welcome to the London's New Scotland Yard Serious Crime Division Classified Investigation Agency headquarters.
Does that spell anything?
Yeah, it's
No, it doesn't.
LNSYS. Yeah, welcome to London New Scotland Yard Serious Crime Division Classified Investigation Agency Headquarter LNSYSCDCIAH. And I'm your host.
Bag, that's a bit of a mouthful.
I couldn't agree more. It's a highly efficient name. That's why I prefer to call it the Mystery Room.
That sounds dead good. That does. I'm working in the mystery room. I work in the mystery room.
Yeah. Here we have some rooms. We send a few kids in. They solve some puzzles. Yada yada. We make good money.
Yeah, sounds like a mystery room.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm raring to go now. Chuck all your crimes at me, and I'll bat them all down one by one.
That's just the sort of attitude you need, Lucy. Keep that up, and you'll do very well. Your sharp instincts remind me of my brother. I have high hopes for you. Oh my god, a brother is involved.
Yeah, the Layton Brothers. Oh, a brother, you say?
Yes, I'll introduce you one day. His nose kind of looks like Phineas.
He's Phineas' cousin.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both smart.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, that's right. I've assigned a young woman there. She's completely inexperienced, but of course, I'll continue to keep a close eye on things.
Hey.
Alright, that was it. It was a lot of fun. Getting the hand sandwich. The Sandy Aldrich. There were a lot of sandwich puns involved, apparently. We should do a lot of puns in these things.
Forensic.
What would you think?
Forensic.
Huh?
Forensic.
Yeah.
Forensic.
Yeah, forensic. Yeah, that's good.
Justin, wait, can I just see, Justin Lawson, Justice Law, Justice in Law.
Yeah.
So he's a lawyer. Justin Scour. Mr. Haig had.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There, Commissioner case. I mean, we'll figure it out.
Alright, forensic.
The bungled burglary. Alright, I guess that's basically it as of now. It was fun, and